Welcome back to Fab Automotive Detailing and Tour Reviews. Do you like your soap to foam? Looks really, really good. To be slick, I mean, it's just, look, it's so slick. To clean, we're super glossy again. It just cleans really nicely. See, made right here in the United States of America. Do you like to save money? If you do, this video is for you. Let's do it. All right, so I'm excited to announce we are launching our new car shampoo, and it is called Lemon Crystal Shampoo. If you notice, the label is the same as my Warrior label. That's because the company that I had make my labels, instead of designing a brand new label, this way it can save me money and save you guys money. I used the exact same label. We just changed the name on it and changed the directions and all that good stuff. This whole process of this soap was all about saving money. The reason why every single time I've made a video about a car soap, I get so many comments over and over and over that that's just too expensive per use. That's too expensive. You're crazy. Why would you recommend something that's so expensive? Because that's basically what they cost, the big brands cost. And there's no reason for that, because now that I have basically developed and come out with my own shampoo, I know what it costs. And I believe that they're charging hospital prices that are charging the insurance. You know what I mean? That's my example of that. They are definitely overpricing because they know people are going to buy. This soap, I'm not going to say it's the best soap out there. It is a fantastic soap. It is right there with the top soaps. And I want to go over really quick some of the prices of the big brands out there. I have several prices. I wrote them all down of the big brands, especially the ones on YouTube, and let you guys hear these prices. And I'm going to tell you the prices of these right here. So Abs Polishes Car Shampoo is $40 a gallon. Not too bad, right? But I have made videos on that and people have told me it's too expensive. DIY Details Incredible Suds version 2 type 2 is $85. The original version is $80 for a gallon of soap. Detail Co Soft Wash $54.99. Armor Shampoo Plus $62.99. Clean by Pan the Organizer $64.99. Griot's Super Concentrated Car Wash $44.99. Gion $79.99. Turtle Wax Pure Wash is $20 for 64 ounces or $40 for a gallon. G Techniques is a 1.32 gallons, so it's $94.95 for a soap. And then Apex Auto Wash is $49.99. I understand people's frustration because I say this a lot in my videos. This isn't rocket science. We are washing cars. We need just a good pH neutral soap. This is what this is, pH neutral. This isn't a strip wash or anything like that. A good pH neutral soap that's going to do what we want it to do, but not cost us an arm and a leg. I'm going to tell you, so a quart of this is $12.99 on the website, or 40 cents an ounce. Or if you buy it by the gallon, it's $27.99 on the website, or 21 cents an ounce. I use 4 ounces when I wash a car with this. 2 ounces in the bucket, 2 ounces in the foam cannon, 84 cents, less than $1 to wash your car. So I don't want to hear anybody say that this is too expensive. That's crazy. I don't want to pay that much money for a soap. The whole purpose of me coming out with this soap was listening to your guys' comments in my videos that the soaps on the market are too expensive. This is my version. It's fantastic. It foams, it's slick, it cleans good, does a very, very good job, but it's pH neutral, won't remove any coatings, waxes, or sealants. That's what we're all looking for. So Lemon Crystal Shampoo, the name lemon, it smells like lemons. I wanted a different scent than what's on the market versus your watermelons and your cherries and all those scents. This is actually a lemon scent. I have been selling this now on my truck for over a month, and the guys are loving it. Everybody I sell it to, I sell gallons of it. I sell 5 gallons on my truck. If you're interested in 5 gallons, we can talk about that. You'd have to call me, but shipping's not going to be cheap because this stuff is very heavy because it's very thick and viscous. Shipping's not going to be cheap, but everybody is absolutely loving this product. So earlier this year, early spring, I made a video on the new Ryobi pressure washer, and in that video, I showed that soap, and I didn't say what it was. I was saying that I'm still testing the soap I'm thinking about coming out with. That was the final version. I mentioned that video, and everybody, liked the looks of it and asking me. I've had emails, people asking me when I'm coming out with that soap. So this is the soap that was in that video. Another way that we're able to save you guys money, we're doing this in our garage. We don't have a big 100,000 square foot warehouse that's costing us thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars a month and paying employees to do our bottling and everything else, because that's what adds to the price of all of this stuff. We have a 55-gallon drum right here, and I can get these whenever I want them. Once the final version was made, they put it in the 55-gallon drum. I paid for it. They sent it out. We pump it here. We have empty bottles down below. We have all of our labels back here for bare arms, because we actually bottle and label bare arms here also. All the labels are back here. We have all the caps are back here. So we pump everything ourselves. It checks all the boxes when it comes to a soap. Everything that everybody on YouTube was always talking about in their soaps, it does what all theirs does and costs a fraction of what all theirs costs. I will put a link in the description of the video where you guys can find this soap on my website. It'll launch the day this video is released. So go and check it out if you want to, and give it a try. You will not be disappointed. Okay, so we're gonna take a 32-ounce bottle in this video. We're gonna put 2 ounces in here. We have about roughly 4 gallons. This stuff, like I said, is kind of thick. And man, that lemon scent is so good, but it's not overpowering. We're just gonna dump it in. Okay. The foam's up so nice, and the foam will stay in our foam cannon. Same thing, you can do an ounce. It just gives you a runnier foam. If you want a thicker foam, more consistent foam, you want to use about 2 ounces. Once again, it's costing us 84 cents to do this car wash as far as soap is concerned. Okay, 2 ounces in there. I'll shake it up and we'll use that to foam the car. All right, so you can see it's kind of settled at the bottom because it is a very thick formula. Just turn it over a few times, good to go. So once again, this is a rental. I don't care about bugs. I don't. This video is not about that. But if I come to this angle, you guys hopefully can see the dirt and stuff that's on this. Nothing crazy, because we'll be using bare arms as my drying aid. As you can see, there's dirt. You can see that there in the glass, across the bumper and everything. Yeah, you can see all that dirt right there. But it's not dirty enough to foam rinse foam like everybody wants to do on YouTube. There are times, there are exceptions that I do it, but this isn't one of them. When I'm selling you something, I want you to get the most out of the most value for your money. And when you're foam rinse foaming every single time you wash a car, you're using double the amount of soap, which me as the person that sells it to you, yeah, makes me more money, but that's not a good thing in my opinion. So, okay, here we go. 2 ounces. We're gonna let her go. Look how thick that is. Very consistent soap. And you guys know my water is terrible. So if my water can do this, pretty much anybody's water can do this. And you notice it's just clinging, right? It's coming down a little bit in the thicker spots, but it's just clinging. We're just gonna let it cling. You notice it's not running down very much. Very, very slow. Looks really, really good. This is the foam that everybody wants. I kind of like a more runnier foam, but this works good. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish foaming the car down. I mean, thick foam is satisfying to watch. That's for sure. I mean, it looks cool. Just not sure how practical it actually is. Let me show you guys. You can pile this stuff on if you really want to. Look how thick it is up here. It's like shaving cream. It's like the Marshmallow Man. So you can make the soap as thick or as runny as you want it to be. And this is where it shines. It's so slick. Guarantee this paint is not protected, being it's a rental. Okay. I mean, it's just, look, it's so slick, which is what we're all after, right? I like to do the hood last because it's going to kind of dry on me. If this soap does dry, you can reactivate it with water. I prefer it not to dry on the car, but it can be reactivated, no problem. with water. Just rinse it down, it'll reactivate the soap. This was actually my favorite part of the soap when we were coming out with it, is how slick it was. Not the foam, nothing. My most favorite part was that it was very, very slick. Leave the lower rockers for last. Can't believe I'm washing a rental, but you know, good way to test products. I've actually been involved with product testing with companies, actually some of the big companies, and they always use rentals. Rent a car and you can do all your polishing and everything you want because it really doesn't matter. You buy the insurance. By the way, there's my van if you haven't been on my video. It looks pretty terrible. You notice I'm not in a huge hurry. I'm not really worried about it. It's not hot out here today. This is early in the morning. The sun isn't hot yet. It's supposed to be like almost 90 today, but it's really nice right now. So it's been about 5 minutes since I did this. Look, it's still just sitting there. And this is just so slick, look. Love it. All right, I'm gonna start with the top really quick. Rinse top down always. Yeah, zero protection. No beading action at all. Okay, so watch how easy it rinses. Nice and free, no trails left behind. First of all, look at all this foam. Yeah, you guys can see it on the ground. It's crazy. It just rinses so nicely. Like I said, when we were doing this, I wanted it to check every single box. You start at the top, work your way down. And there's no soap trails. Look, there's zero protection on this car. No soap trails on what's coming out of this mirror. Because a lot of times you get a soap and as you're doing it, you see a haze. That's what we mean by rinsing freely. If we don't see that haze, it's rinsing cleanly and freely. If you hear YouTubers say that's what that means. It's kind of weird. The wheels have more protection than the paint does on it. This is the downside to foaming. The foam gets in all these little cracks and crevices. Makes it difficult to get all the soap off the car. But guess what? Don't care at the rental. When they get this thing back, they're gonna be like, wow, it's never looked that good. Because I'm gonna put bare arms, it's gonna be my drying aid. Because I don't know, I may have this a couple weeks before insurance gets figured out. And as soon as you hit it with bare arms, the water starts just falling off of it. But this makes your drying process safe. Is it leaving protection? Yes. But not protection that you can really rely on for a long period of time. By itself on a dry surface, using it as like a spray wax, you're gonna get just a couple months. It's not long-term protection. But it is a good topper for coatings. Okay, so it's been 20 minutes easily, if not longer, since I foamed it down. Look, we still got foam everywhere, but the paint looks so good. Other than the water spots coming down, and the handles and stuff. But remember how bad this looked? We're super glossy again. It just cleans really nicely. That's all you need a soap to do. You don't need anything fancy. You know, $75 to $100 for some soap is crazy. Heck, $50 for soap is crazy in my opinion. It's just soap. I've never bought a soap that expensive before, ever. It's just crazy. As you can see, car looks really, really good. Does exactly what you want it to do. Another thing really quick, where's the wash mitt? It's down in there. Like I said, it's been over 20 minutes. Still super sudsy. Crazy sudsy. All right, so that's gonna be it for the LCS Lemon Crystal Shampoo from Fab Automotive Detailing or Fab Detail Supplies on our website. If you liked what you saw and you wanna give this a shot, we're gonna give you a discount for the launch weekend. If you use Fab 20, you're gonna get 20% off the gallon. If you use Fab 10, you're gonna get 10% off of the quart. The great thing about this product, 1/2 ounce per gallon, basically is all you need, 256 to 1. So if you're only using a couple gallons, 2 gallons, you're only gonna be using 2 ounces. It's gonna cost you 42 cents to wash your car. Very, very good value for what you get because it does everything you want. Foams, it cleans, it's slick, it rinses great. Your final result is exactly what you're looking for out of a soap. Once again, it's not rocket science. We're just washing cars here. Now, the downside is it makes so much foam. I got to go out and clean my driveway because it's still got foam just stacked out there, and it's been almost an hour probably. It's been over an hour since we started this video. But that's Lemon Crystal Shampoo in a nutshell. It's a shampoo, it cleans, it foams, it does what you want it to do, and that's about all I can show you in this video. So I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video and checking it out. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, join the Fab family. We'd love to have you. We'll see you in the next video.